Gautam Adani became Asia's richest person in February 2022. As of today, he is ranked by Forbes as the third richest person in the world and the richest in Asia with a net worth of around $154 billion. His wealth is surging at enormous speed. In 2020, his net worth was just $8.9 billion, and in less than 2 years, his net worth increased by 17 times. With the speed at which he is growing, it looks like he will beat Elon Musk's $273 billion net worth and will become the richest person in the world. His worth is directly attributable to his majority stakes in the Adani companies, which have a combined market capitalization of over $250 billion. Want to know how Gautam Adani became the richest person in Asia so rapidly? Watch the full video. We at Business Chronicles tell the stories of extraordinarily successful people. Please subscribe to our channel to help us in making more videos. Gautam Adani was born on June 24, 1962 in an Indian city called Ahmedabad to a middle-class family. His father, Shantalal Adani, was a textile merchant. Gautam went to school at Sheth Chimanlal Nagindas Vidyalaya in Ahmedabad. One day while on a school trip, he visited Kandla Port. He was so fascinated by the size of the port and the complexity of its operations that he decided he would one day build something similar or even bigger. From Sheth Chimanlal, Gautam proceeded to enroll at Gujarat University to study for a bachelor's degree in commerce. However, he did not enjoy school as he wanted to do business. In his second year, Gautam dropped out. Faced with the options of joining his father at his textile business in Ahmedabad or going to Mumbai to look for new opportunities, he chose the big city. Gautam moved to Mumbai in 1978, where he got a job sorting diamonds from Mahendra Brothers. He worked in the business for more than 2 years, learning the ins and outs of the diamond trade before starting his diamond brokerage in Zaveri Bazar, Mumbai. He excelled in his new business, making his first million by 1982. While he was working at the diamond brokerage, his elder brother Mahasukbhai Adani bought a plastics factory in Ahmedabad. He invited Gautam to come back and assist him with running the facility, which Gautam agreed. Gautam started off overseeing operations at the plastics factory and sourcing raw materials. Polyvinyl chloride is a key ingredient in plastic manufacturing. To source it, Gautam frequently traveled to South Korea negotiating deals to import it. This was how he learned the workings of global commodities trading. In 1988, Gautam established Adani Exports Limited, a commodities trading firm. The firm would grow to become Adani Enterprises. Gautam started off at Adani Exports Limited importing and exporting agricultural commodities. He then incorporated commodities essential to power production and distribution. Gautam focused on importing and exporting these two commodity classes for a couple of years before the big turning point in his career came: India's economic liberalization. In 1991, India began liberalizing its economy, enhancing the role of private sector companies in its development. Gautam recognized the big opportunities this shift heralded and decided it was time to diversify his business. He first expanded into metals and textiles trading. Then he began venturing into new industries, starting with port operations. In 1994, the government of Gujarat announced it was outsourcing the management of Mundra Port. Gautam bid for the contract. In 1995, he was announced the winner. He set up his first jetty that year and took over the port's operations through his company Adani Ports and Says. Gautam had finally realized his childhood dream of owning a port. However, he was not done. Realizing the importance of connecting the port with core transportation routes, he convinced the railway minister to integrate rails to the port, allowing Gautam to run railways into nearby railheads for seamless cargo transportation. He later on even built an airstrip at the port, making it easier to move high-value cargo like diamonds and pharmaceuticals. After succeeding with Mundra Port, Adani went on to acquire additional ports like Dhamra on the east coast of India. He acquired it in 2014 for 5,500 crore Indian rupees, equal to $69.2 million. As of September 2022, Adani Ports operates 13 ports and terminals including Mundra, Hazira and Dahej ports in Gujarat, Dhamra Port in Odisha, Vizhinjam Port in Kerala, and Kattupalli Port in Tamil Nadu. It is the #1 private port company in India with a capacity of handling 498 million metric tons of cargo annually. It owns 15,000 hectares of industrial land, 3 logistics parks, and 4 lakh square feet of housing. Gautam set up Adani Power in August 1996, dedicating this arm of his empire to power production. Through a series of strategic deals, Adani grew it to become the largest private power producer in the country. Adani started off by importing coal into India to deliver to power plants. By 2006, Adani Power had become the largest coal importer in the country, handling 11 metric tons annually. That's when Adani pivoted and began building power plants. By March 2010, he had built 2 thermal power units in Mundra generating 660 megawatt. In 2010, Adani Power won rights to the Orissa mine, becoming India's largest coal mining company. In 2011, it purchased Galilee Basin Mine in Australia. It later bought Carmichael Coal Mine in Australia. In the years following, Adani built and commissioned 6 active thermal power plants. They are in Mundra, Gujarat, with a 4,620 megawatt capacity; Tiroda, Maharashtra, with 3,300 megawatt capacity; Kowai, Rajasthan, with 1,320 megawatt capacity; and Udupi, Karnataka, with 1,200 megawatt capacity. As of September 2022, Adani Power has 5 upcoming plants with a combined capacity of over 7,000 megawatt. Adani set up Adani Green Energy to focus on renewable energy, solar and wind. Its first solar plant in Bitta, Gujarat went live in 2011. It has a capacity of 40 megawatt. In 2015, Adani Power entered into an agreement with the Rajasthan government to build India's largest solar park with a 10,000 megawatt capacity. In 2016, it launched a renewable energy plant in Kamuthi, Ramanathapuram, with a capacity of 648 megawatt, and later a solar power plant in Bathinda, Punjab, with a capacity of 100 megawatt. In 2017, Adani acquired the power operations of Reliance Infrastructure for $2.89 billion. In 2020, Adani won a contract by Solar Energy Corporation of India to build an 8,000 megawatt photovoltaic power plant. As of September 2022, Adani Green Energy has 91 locations in 12 Indian states. It has a project portfolio with a capacity of 20,434 megawatt. Started in 2013, this company commissions, operates, and maintains electric power transmission lines. As of September 2022, Adani Transmission transmits power to 13 Indian states. It has 25 substations and maintains 18,500 kilometers of transmission lines, making it India's largest private sector power transmission and distribution network. Adani started Adani Wilmar in 2000 as a joint venture with Wilmar International Limited to do edible oil refining. Today, Adani Wilmar comprises 22 manufacturing units and a distributor network of over 5,500. It produces edible oils including sunflower, soybean, rice bran, groundnut, mustard, and specialty oils. Its products reach 91 million households. Its flagship edible oil is Fortune. The brand has about 20% market share in India, making Adani the market leader in edible oil. Other brands under its fold include King's, Bullet, Adhar, Rag, and Friola. Adani Wilmar also operates in the packaged food segment. It sells basmati rice, soya chunks, sugar, and wheat under the Fortune brand. In 2022, it acquired the Kohinoor brand from McCormick Switzerland GmbH, giving it ownership of Kohinoor basmati rice and its ready-to-eat meals portfolio. Adani partnered with Total Energies to create Adani Total Gas, an energy company that distributes piped natural gas. The company by its own serves industrial and residential customers in 22 geographical areas in India. Through a partnership with Indian Oil, Adani Total Gas has additional presence in another 19 geographical areas. Adani developed Adani Enterprises into a holding company for his additional business interests. 2 of its main components are airport operations and cement manufacturing. In the airport segment, following a series of acquisitions, Adani Enterprises came to operate 7 international airports, including the country's second busiest, Mumbai International Airport. For cement manufacturing, Adani Enterprises purchased Ambuja Cements in 2022 for $10.5 billion, making it India's second-largest cement producer. Adani Enterprises has other interests in bunkering, sewage treatment, road and rail infrastructure, solar photovoltaic module manufacturing, agri-product storage and distribution, real estate, and oil exploration. In August 2022, Adani acquired a 29% stake in New Delhi Television or NDTV. Adani owns a team in India's Pro Kabaddi League, the Gujarati Giants. He also owns a franchise in Legends League cricket. Adani founded the Adani Foundation in 1996. He funds it with 3% of the earnings from his group of companies. The foundation supports equitable opportunities for all through education, skills development, healthcare, and infrastructure development. It benefits 3.7 million people in 2,409 villages every year. In education, Adani Foundation funds cost-free or subsidized schooling for children who are underprivileged, reaching over 6,500 students annually. Examples of schools it works with are Adani Dav Public School, Navchetan Vidyalaya, and Adani Vidyalayas. In healthcare, Adani Foundation funds medical facilities operating in underserved areas. It funded the development of the 750-bed GK General Hospital in Bhuj, which serves 1,700 people daily. It also funded 14 rural clinics and 17 mobile care units serving 430,000 people annually. Adani Foundation has also funded various agriculture, village infrastructure development, and children's nutrition projects across the country. In 2020, after COVID-19 hit India, Adani contributed more than $13 million toward pandemic relief efforts. In 2022, on his 60th birthday, he pledged to give away $7.7 billion to charities working in healthcare, education, and skills development. Gautam Adani was born to a middle-class family. His early global exposure, like traveling to South Korea for plastic raw materials, enabled him to get the latest techniques which India lagged. Diversification was his strategy. He invested in multiple sectors, specifically in sectors where the government was ready to help. With the help of the Indian government and his modern techniques, his wealth surges and he became India's richest person. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.